So very good morning to today's live stream, guys, and today's topic is something that some of you people are very interested in. A stock that just had a crazy party, okay? The Elon Musk's Tesla stock had just an unbelievable run, and now it seems that it's melting down its profits, guys. And we will talk about today why we having this meltdown, what does it mean, how long can it go for, why it's the best thing for Tesla stock that happened since months to this unbelievable road runner here, okay? So let me know, as always, in the comments, guys, where you are watching from. This is always super interesting to see where you are going and watching this stream. We have people from Texas here, Alaska, Belfast. Our member Adrian Lim is here. So it's I think it's one of the super interesting parts about Tesla stock, because so many people just got in Tesla because the price got lower. I didn't expect so many people to really buy stocks there, but it seems that so many waited to have this lower stock price in Tesla, and therefore use the opportunity to go in this beautiful company. And I still, I'm considering myself one of the biggest bulls on Wall Street and on YouTube here with Tesla stock. So don't expect anything super bearish or negative here. But we will put the facts on the table today. So make sure to stay tuned. Don't forget to like the stream. This is obviously always helping. And we have meanwhile people from California, Israel, and Hong Kong as well. And let's have a quick look into today's blueprint of today's stream, right? So you will know exactly what we will talk about today. We will jump into some breaking news, obviously, of this morning of the financial world that will impact somehow the stock market. And then we will dive directly into Tesla stock meltdown. Moreover, then we will move and thematize stock market futures, what the markets are looking like before it even opens, and a lot of other stuff as well. So exciting episode. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Wolf of Dubai Danny, my Instagram. I'm posting there quite a lot of things recently as well in my stories. So if you're interested into having more and more information and content beside my daily live streams and daily vlogs, then make sure to follow me there. Wolf of Dubai Danny, very easy to remember, okay? So we have meanwhile people here from Guernsey, that's Channel Islands. We have people from Cape Town, London, and our member from Peter Hepso from Norway. So this is quite interesting. Let's dive into the European market, guys, okay? Europe is already awake a couple of hours earlier always than the US, and the president of France, he's just announcing 100 billion euros for the French economy. And this is obviously the stimulus trend that just continues from country to country to country. And this is obviously great for those who are in needs right now. Will it be long-term fantastic to just throw money at the problem? I have no idea, but it's important to have this money for those consumers to, stabilize the consumption in those countries that are affected, which are everywhere. Except, I think it was Taiwan. Taiwan, it's absolutely insane. I didn't know that, but Taiwan is heavily not affected by this crisis. Okay, so apparently they have 25 million people, and because of other health crises before, they were super prepared, and they have just 400 cases on 25 million people. Crazy. I mean, they were so strict in everything and fought this very, very well. And the DAX and futures in Europe are quite positive. This is always like a delaying indicator, because yesterday the S&P also went higher, I think 1.5%. So this is now a very slight delaying effect on the European market. All right. Plus we have some good news from the economies around the world that recovery is going on. For example, from China, the service sector is hiring up. So some data shows that the companies are hiring more people, and this is obviously always a bullish sign for the sector of China, and this is the recovery. And when you see this recovery, obviously this means that we are slowly going back to maybe new normal, right? We don't know yet how this will look like after this. I just had a casual conversation with a friend the other day. Maybe this is our new normal, okay? Maybe the health crisis will stay. Imagine how this would affect our lives for the next couple of years. This would be insane. But let's hope that we get back to our old normal. This would be a wishful thinking, I think, from lots and lots of people out there. Okay, don't forget, guys, if you just tuned in, let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Very, very important, as every single day we want to know where you are watching from this morning. Okay, then we have the biggest institution for investing, the biggest fund, BlackRock. Okay, and if BlackRock is looking into some stocks or some markets or some areas, then you should listen, because they are seeing where big money is floating, where investments are going. And actually they are saying that the emerging markets, right, because of the health crisis, are underweight. So emerging markets are, for example, India, Poland, Mexico, all of this, let's say, still under very good potential countries with great workforces, with upcoming and growing economies. Those are the emerging markets. India, for example, as well. So those are the economies that are quite interested or get more attention by BlackRock, because they think that they were affected but still having the power to go harder out of that. And this is obviously quite interesting to see where this big money flows and where it sees potential, right? Because in the end of the day, the big money, you always say the big money is the smart money, though I would say in today's crisis, I think some of those Robinhood traders and Robinhood communities were much better than big hedge fund guys out there, okay? And it's just because they're following a trend, they seeing spotting trends and spotting consumer behavior. So it's interesting to see that this is quite a crazy 2020 on the stock market right now. And talking about Robinhood, they are under investigation. The SEC, the Security Exchange Commission in the US, are fining them $10 million. You think that it's a small fine? It is a small fine, But what's under investigation is actually that you remember we talked about it. Some of you guys will remember. So what actually is happening? Robinhood is gathering all the orders that they are getting from all the users, and they are giving it to another brokerage to execute for them. So they are like a commission house slash brokerage of a broker. Okay, so anyhow, so all this information flows into Robinhood, and they are giving it to other institutions to make the trades, and therefore there is the problem that obviously if there's high frequency traders, okay, or big institutions, and they're seeing, you know, hundreds of thousands of people want to buy Tesla stock, so they have like an information, wow, there's really big asking for Tesla stock coming in over the next days, and they are having this microsecond of advantage, so they could buy potentially the Tesla stock before the order will take place of the Robinhood traders, and then they have an advantage, microsecond. It can be a very microsecond of advantage, but we are talking about billions of dollars here. Okay, so this is quite interesting that SEC taking some steps here. I think it's fantastic. It's the right step, but it's quite interesting that Robinhood gets punished for that, and I'm curious how they want to solve it, right? Because I don't see for now a specific a specific solution for that, because Robinhood is giving their orders to, you know, other companies to execute. So they are basically the interface, right? They have this beautiful millennial, very easy, simple interface with the app. They really made this happen to absolutely look at George's and easy to use. So I think there's a lot of people that really like Robinhood and will use it also in the future. So the futures, that's the transitions today are looking like very smooth, guys. Okay, so thumb up for this transitions. Talking about futures, the futures are looking a little bit weak this morning. The Nasdaq is giving up. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 are both almost flat. And let's see how this Thursday will look like. As you remember, Thursday is always the jobless claims. All right, so we will see how the data is looking really out of the streets for the US workforce. And I'm quite curious, because today is also not only that we will know the jobless claim numbers, but every first Thursday and Friday of a month we will know how the overall work market and workforce market will look like for the US. So we will have also the payrolls. We will see also the average wages. If they decline, we will know the non-farm jobs. So there's a lot of great information that we will get today and tomorrow from the workforce market. So very important to watch this. This can always give the market either a push or a drag down for the overall situation. Okay, and why is this important? Because this will affect stocks like Tesla. And talking about Tesla, guys, what another great connection to the next topic. Let's talk about Tesla, okay? So Tesla had a fantastic run over the last couple of days. I haven't seen something in this for years, okay? That the stock just continuously gained so much traction for young people, old people, technology people, non-technology people. Everyone wants to own Tesla. But what is happening actually, the Tesla stock, you know, day before yesterday when the stock split finished, the stock gained 13 other percent and got a new all-time high. All right. And then Tesla did something which I think was very smart. They announced that they will raise $5 billion by getting more Tesla stock on the market, which is a microscopic 1% dilution. Okay, so this is not worthy even to talk about, but they just use this high stock price to give you more stock, or to give the market more stocks, so they can get easy money with a less quantity of stocks that they had to give a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, this money is very, very great to grow even faster and better for Tesla. So, but what they triggered was a downturn. Okay, they triggered this trend that the Tesla stock lost that day, I think 4%. Then we lost yesterday 5.8%. And pre-market, it looks even worse, because we have another 4%. And I said it in the very beginning and in the title that this is one of the best things that happen for Tesla stock. Because, guys, imagine it would just continue and continue to rise like that in just a short period of time. Then we would definitely go into a bubble territory, and the stock would just, crash heavily at one point, because people would, just go in and go there for a really quick buck. And let us have a look real time into the stock, and as you can see here, we are even pre-market minus 7%, okay, or almost minus 8%, and this is a big correlation here to the pre-market or the overall market. So once we will see more and more downturn here in the overall market, then people will start to sell here, and I think that this will trigger more and more sales of Tesla stock. But look at this graph here, okay? So this is totally understandable that this is unsustainable, guys. If you're seeing something like that, here we had a quite big increase, and we had a 50% or so decline, right? I mean, here was the health crisis obviously as well, but as you can see, if the overall market is bad, then also the stock can lose a lot of traction here. So if we're just looking into the last 5 days, then you clearly see that we are, going further down. And if we are just trying to spot a trend here, this was the closing of yesterday, so I can put this here as an upper roof, because today we will further go down here to 412 levels. So somewhere here. Somewhere here, sorry, here. So here we will start the day somewhere maybe. And as you can see, the question will be if the stock will now give a downturn until we see some positive news, okay? And there's two big positive news that can happen for Tesla stock. First, there is the S&P 500 inclusion, which will trigger more and more buyers into Tesla stock, because it will be then included into the biggest and best index in the United States, right, with the 500 best companies. And on the second part, it will be the battery day, right? So the battery day will happen also in about 20 days or 19 days, and we will obviously stream it live here. So if you want to see it, make sure to be staying tuned here on this channel. Subscribe if you're new here. If you want to see the battery day with me together. This is always quite fun to see. So as you can see, the Tesla stock currently on the downturn. I think this will wash a lot of new investors out that got FOMO, fear of missing out, and now are thinking about that they are losing money, right? I mean, just the last couple of days, we went from 500, and I know some people started to buy here on the way up to 500 and got the new price, and then since then we are just on a straight decline here, and quite heavily, right? I mean 7 and 6% are quite big single digit day numbers. So this could trigger, another panic for those new investors. But for all of those who are just investing because they saw, this crazy incline, make sure, guys, to invest into companies like Tesla into long term. Okay, don't think that you can make a quick buck. It's more about a sustainable long-term growth that Tesla is offering here. It was a crazy run on Tesla stock, and Elon Musk was obviously very, very happy. And other Tesla shareholders, but this was just so clear, and you should be set up mindfully and actually, be prepared for those crazy jumps down if the stock went up so high. Okay, so meanwhile we just crossed the 8% negative, so it can be today another sell-off. I'm currently interested if we can go back to 300 something, so this will be quite interesting if this will see a further sell-off that will maybe be a little bit ridiculous today and the next days. Okay, so be aware that we have Thursday today. We have the big economic data. If they are wrong or they are lower than the expectation, the whole market will further go down, and then Tesla stock is one of the first companies that will sell off sharply. Okay, long term, guys, this is one of the best companies that you can invest in. Okay, so currently what we have in terms of market cap, let's have a look together right now real quick. Together we have a market cap for Tesla of TSLA. We have a market cap of 400 billion, and I said it many times in my vlogs that I think that current levels are okay. They are maybe a little bit inflated as of now, but they are still, if you're thinking about that the full self-driving business of Tesla is worth maybe 150 or even 200, right? Then the car business 100 or 150, then the solar business 50, then the energy business 100. Okay, so as you can see, you can argue still that the stock is in a okay value, but it's definitely priced already for perfection as of this moment. So I don't think they can rise now to 1 trillion. This would be definitely, way too much for the current situation. I'm so happy, guys. So many members are Tesla shareholders, and rode with me also since 2019, since crazy levels on Tesla, and I'm super happy that they made so much money, guys. I'm talking with some members on daily basis, and if you want to join this community, then press the join button below all the videos or live streams, and you can be part, in the Discord chat or a one-on-one with me, and have me as your mentor to talk about stocks and portfolios. So check it out if you want. Okay, so let's dive further into some other territory. Make sure to follow my second channel, Wolf of Dubai 2. Yeah, it's a little bit of a word game here, because 2 means also 2 as a number 2, but it means also. So as you see, it's a nice small game here with words. Check it out. I will start in 1 month all the content over there as well, so it will be quite fun to share more and more with you, because I have just so many topics to talk about that I would like to share, and therefore I wanted to try out another channel as well. Make sure to thumb up that video as well, okay, and also the subscribe button on the second channel. So we talked about Tesla. Then there's also a news about the biggest or one of the biggest Tesla shareholder that is actually selling. And guys, this doesn't mean that he don't believe into Tesla anymore. This just is stating that lots and lots of funds, also ARK Invest, they are selling Tesla. But this don't mean that they don't believe in Tesla anymore, but they are just shifting, right? Because at some point the opportunity in the next couple of months and years could be steady for Tesla, and Tesla has already, got some gain for the next couple of months. So the potential in the stock is, limited, and compared to other opportunities, right? There is some other opportunities on the market that gives you more opportunities to gain even more. So they are looking into those opportunities, and this is totally normal, guys, to shift a little bit from a stock that gained so much and so quick, and then they are taking these profits on the highest point, or trying on this high valuation, and put it into something that can grow, like Tesla stock before. And this is totally normal money management, and has nothing to do that they don't believe. Actually, the Bailey Gifford says that we, and this is a quote here, guys, we intend to remain a significant shareholders for many years ahead. We remain very optimistic about the future of the company. So as you can see, everything stays very positive, and it's about just to really shift the portfolio into a more growth opportunity. Okay, so let me have a look into the comments, guys. So we have people from London here. We have people from Germany as well. Oh yeah, and Eduardo is saying the right thing. Maybe I should say it one more time. This is obviously not a recommendation. I'm not a financial advisor, and all the information that you are seeing in the streams and hearing and maybe taking to consideration are just for entertainment, information, and educational process only. So make sure to remember that. So yeah, I see here people are worried about the 8% downturn. This is happening, guys. If a stock goes so much up, it can fall really quick. And guys, remember, if a stock, okay, goes from 100 to 150, okay, a 10% loss is bigger if the stock is bigger, okay? So this means, let's say, for example, your stock is at 100 and it losing 10% in one day, then it losing 10%, okay? Other way around. So let's say the stock has 100, okay? 100 points. And it loses 10%, then it loses 10 points, obviously. If the stock goes to 150 and loses 10%, then it's losing 115 points. So this means as higher a stock goes, as faster it can go down as well. Don't forget that, okay? Because the stock gets just bigger, the jumps get bigger, so the stock can go quite fast. You can see that in declining stocks, that stocks can go very, very fast, very, very low. So this is quite interesting to see. And on the other side, it's interesting to see that if the stock went down, the potential to go up again is much more difficult. Okay, so once the stock go down 50%, it's really hard for a stock to go up, but on the way up, it's you can make a huge amount of money, right? So maybe it's a good opportunity to buy Tesla right now as well if you're thinking long term. Okay, this is the big condition if you're thinking long term. So we have Romania in the house as well. So this is quite interesting that you are looking here from international territories in all the streams. So let's have a look further. And as those big movers, Tesla and Apple, you obviously also see that the options market having unusual activity. Okay, so what's happening in the option market is that once you have this big gains, you are seeing also more and more people betting with options on those names, right? So here you see the biggest options here are Apple and Tesla, right? So it's a crazy market that people start to then buy calls and to try to multiply those gains. So this is obviously very, very difficult. And therefore, be aware, guys, at some point, investing turns into casino mode, all right? So this is quite dangerous for those short-term investors. So if you're having, if you just want to make a quick buck, then it's very, very dangerous. You can lose a lot of money. So make sure to stay away short-term and think long-term. Start to think long-term, guys. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are thinking already long-term. So congratulations to you. Just be patient and you will be very, very happy and very, very wealthy. Yeah. So on the way out, make sure to thumb up this live stream. Thank you very much for watching this morning. I hope you stay safe. Have a wonderful day and stay positive, guys. And I see you in a couple of hours with my daily vlog, a Virgin Galactic vlog. Don't miss that. And thank you very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and stay healthy.